Hello, Matthew Williams here. Quick video. Oops, sorry. You can have a look at that if you want. Pretty cool, huh? I haven't really revealed what that is, but anyway. Video editing on the cheap. You can't afford an iPhone? Can't afford a Samsung or a Huawei P20 or P30? By the way, the P30 can see in the dark, so if you're interested in a phone that can film like my A7S does, sort of, you might want to check that out. But you can video edit on phones these days. There's a few applications like Power Director and also KineMaster, and they will allow you to edit on your phone, so there's no reason for you not to be going out filming now. And I mean, you can pick up a DJI Osmo for about £100, but I don't recommend them because you can't change the settings, so you can't slow them down. So perhaps you're better off with a Zhiyun Smooth, which you can go in and change the settings. So even though you move quickly like this, it forces you to go slow because it'll slow down. So therefore, it makes you be smooth. Yeah, whereas the DJI is a shit. Yeah, right. So yeah, KineMaster. Are you enjoying KineMaster? Yes. Remind me later. Don't want to really do that now, but yeah, sort of KineMaster, for example. I will show you. You know, you can basically edit. Oh, I bloody pressed the power button. Keep my finger away from the power button. Anyway, so yeah, video editing, really easy to do. Look at that, right? I mean, like, let's press play, which I think is over here.
Big dog. Oh,
yeah. So if you can actually make your eyes go screwy, you can edit on your phone. But I am always trying new things to see what works best. And here I've got an NVIDIA Shield. I didn't realise there's a magnet on the back of that. I never knew that. NVIDIA Shield, which is a slightly bigger tablet. But I'm also experimenting with the dark side, right? And I have an iPad because there have been some advances recently in how these can video edit, and I've got some software on here called LumaFusion, right? And trust me, this is bloody good. And for precision, you can work with a pencil, so you don't have to work with your fingers and thumbs, right? But I'm going to do a proper review on this. But if you notice what we got here, this is Sally's house, which is something I haven't yet done. But you can basically video edit. There's me walking around at night, and it's really easy. And what a neat solution, pencil and thing. So I'm not going to give my approval on this yet because this comes with caveats. This costs, right? This costs a lot of money. Look at the size on this iPad. Yeah, this is an iPad Pro. This is not cheap, okay? The software is cheap, it's only £28, okay? The pen is about £70, right? But this is not cheap. I don't even want to tell you how much this costs, okay? You aren't going to like it. So, what if I told you if you can't afford a phone and you can't afford an iPad, what would you say if I told you you could video edit like the professionals do for £20? Well, let's add a tenner for a little dongle that comes with a mouse and keyboard. Yeah, you can plug a mouse in here, right? So you can have a real mouse, real keyboard, or you can have a dongle and you can have a wireless mouse and wireless keyboard. And guess what? That's HDMI. That plugs into your big television. So how would you like to edit on your big TV or your video projector with a £20 device that's going to enable you to video edit? I'll be doing a review on that soon. So I'm going through all the options and we'll have that pretty soon. But I just wanted to tell you that Olight have got in touch with me and said that there's a special offer on at the moment. Now, I don't get paid for telling you this, but you may benefit from it. I don't know quite what it means, but apparently Black Friday's coming up, so they've got a 30% sale on the H2R, which is from the 28th of November, which is 3 days' time. So that could make it quite cheap to buy, and that's the one I got on my head here, the Beastie, right? And they're offering free torches. Free torches. So I don't know whether that means whether you buy one, you'll get a free one, and all torches are up to 40% off 28th of November, which is quite a considerable amount. So if you want to check it out, go to Olight, and also I'll put the link that they give me and that information in this video in the description area below, so you have to scroll up to read it. But yeah, not bad. So what else have I been doing? Right, this has been thoroughly depressing me, so I haven't actually got around to it for a long time, but this is my old Phantom 4, which dropped out of the sky for no reason at all, just flying along, boof, just did a nosedive and went off. So it did a little bit of damage, and I've done quite a few repairs. I shall show you what I have done. I've got to screw it all back together now, so I'm just going to put these bits back on. But let us have a look. Let me get a bit more light on things here. It might be too much light, I don't know. Right, so anyway, repairs. I had to glue back on with epoxy resin the mount for this little camera. I had to, there was a little bit of damage to the ultrasonic sensors here, so I've had to reshape those. The legs were smashed completely off, so let me just get this. So I've had to put 2 new legs, which is not too bad, but then you've got to feed the wires up through, and they've all got to go back on. But this was the real beast, was the gimbal. Oh my god, this was a right one for this. So yeah, I had to strip down all of this bit, all the way up to the arm. All of this was smashed off. Yeah, I had to take the motors off, and I had to fit check this out now, this is like God alive. I had to fit a new ribbon cable from there down through there, in through the rubber, out, stick it on. Look, this ribbon cable comes down here, has to stick on, go through there, has to stick down there, go underneath there, go round onto the back of there, up and around, and spins 2 or 3 times through a hole into the back of here and onto the circuit board. That was a job and a half, but it's just preparing me because I've got somebody's. Ooh, now who do you think that belongs to? Who do you think that belongs to? This is a famous YouTuber's thing, and I've got to get round to doing it. So this has been crashed in very interesting places. This was crashed into Dracula's castle in Romania, I believe. Yeah. So, and there's even some sort of marks on the propellers of some sort of little bits of abuse there. Look, you know, going on a little bit. Is there a crack in one of those as well? I'm not even sure. Is that a crack? I don't know. No, it's just no. He's okay. But anyway, Dan Dixon, Exploring with Fighters. This is yours. I haven't taken it apart yet, but I've got a feeling that in this microscopic area here, the cable which does that motion there, so it's this one here, I've got a feeling that's snapped off, and it may be snapped off inside and it might be snapped off there. So basically it's the same, pretty much the same deal as my big one, but just more microscopic. So I've got to get my skill level up, so I've done mine first before I go on to Dan's. So yeah, so yeah, that's what I've been up to. Anyway, let us know in the box below if you've been interested in buying one of these Olights, and yeah, let me know what your thoughts are on the current videos. I'm gonna do the video of Sally's house on the iPad to see how easy it is to do, and there's a learning curve because it, you know, as Premiere, which I know I can just make Premiere look easy when it's really not easy at all. But this iPad is a complete learning curve for me because I don't know anything really about iPads, even though I've fixed a few of them. I really don't know about how they work. Trust me, they're a pig. Transferring a file to a folder, transferring files onto the pad and off, and but there's recently, and this is the reason I've looked into it, there's recently been a big development with iPads because Apple have actually said, all right, you've all been complaining that you can't plug a hard drive in and an SD card, and you can't transfer files on. So they just released a new version 13 operating system, which is supposed to get round a lot of this crap. So I've been trying it, operating system 13 on an iPad, just to see what it's like, see whether or not it can actually be used professionally. And when I say professionally, I mean with log color, because I shoot in log color on my cameras, and then I fix the colors later on. And I gotta say, I really like LumaFusion. The color modes in it, I think it's giving Premiere a run for its money, to be honest, in terms of quality. Let me just focus this up. It's giving Premiere a run for its, and it's fast. It's fast and it's easy with your finger to swipe through, cut, delete. It automatically moves the footage together, so you don't even have to do that on Premiere. You've got to then, after you cut something out, you then have to move the footage together, either with a ripple delete or whatever. It just does this. There's lots of things that are fast to manipulate in a simple fashion on that. I am impressed, but I'm going to see whether we can give you the magic of that for £20. Wouldn't that be nice? And it literally is a £20 computer. All in, £20 delivered to your door with somewhat the power of expensive mobile phones. You're not believing this, are you? You're not believing this. Wait and see. Wait and see. So anyway, for the moment, thanks for watching and wish me luck and give me your prayers. Start saying your prayers now. I want this to work, and I may sell it because I don't like the way the Phantom 4 flies. And I'm doing cinematic footage. I'm flying along, and I want to do a nice smooth turn. And this is how the Phantom 4 flies. It flies along, and it goes, and it's like, ruined shot. Ruined shot after ruined shot after ruined shot. I've owned a number of Phantoms. They all do it. Mavics, the first version, the version 2, professional, they fly like a dream. So I may sell my Phantom 4 professional and get another Mavic. I might get the Zoom version. There's reasons why that's a good little drone. But yeah, that's where we're at the moment. So I thought I'd give you a little update onto what's going on. But yeah, I'm not a great lover of Apple products at all, but I can overlook the fact that there are a number of shortcomings to do with these iPads. But so far, I've got to say, I've been video editing on this thing last night and today. It doesn't even get warm. And it's got a good battery life on it. So I'll give credit where it's due. They are way overpriced, but if you have one, they might do a pretty good job. So let's see. I'll give you my update soon. Thanks for watching.